Hey, this is CoinPicker.us with a really quick update on the Bitcoin market, see where we're at. It's actually a little bit positive news, and then we're going to talk about the general investment market, which also seems to be treading water. But most importantly, most importantly, I have a 20% plus guaranteed profit project for my subscribers, and I'm going to, talk a little bit about that. Talk to you in a second. Okay, in terms of where we are with the Bitcoin market and everything, it looks like we are going to have a relatively positive move on a weekly basis because everything is lined up more or less for an upward trend at this point with Bitcoin, which is fantastic. So a lot of the pain that we've been feeling for the past couple of weeks is probably going to subside somewhat. I don't expect a major rocket ship ride up, but definitely an upward trend. So that's what BTC is on a weekly basis. Let's see if EOS is outperforming. I wouldn't expect it to. Yeah, it's outperforming to the downside right now because it's basically locked up. So let's get back to BTC on a monthly basis and see where we're at. On a monthly basis, we are actually not. We haven't formed the basis for a major run up, but we're not all that far from it. In fact, you can tell from EFI we're beginning to see a little bit more positive pressure. Let me see if I can. Yeah, a little bit more positive pressure. This is steadying out, which is often a sign of a reversal of trend. So instead of dropping down, we could be bouncing back up. We have seen a blow through of the moving averages, but we're already overextended on the downside on stochastic RSI. So I think overall BTC has a couple of relatively moderate trending to slightly positive upward moves. For those Ethereum fans out there, let's see what we've got here. Um, Not much to say. It doesn't have as much positive momentum as BTC does on a weekly basis. It doesn't look that good at all. And LTC has just been taken to the woodshed now. I have been talking about LTC being taken to the woodshed for a long time. We are on a rebound basis. I would say LTC is about ready to make a move. This would be, in my opinion, this is on the verge of definitely tradable. Even if BTC does not move up dramatically, LTC looks like it has. It's been overextended to the downside. It's been trending there for a long time, and we're beginning to see an upward move on the CCI. Not quite there on the FI, but it all looks like LTC would be, if you're holding money right now, LTC looks like it's going to gain on BTC or holding crypto. Now, let's, there is kind of something interesting I want to see if I can show you on the coin market cap. This is really pretty surprising and impressive in some ways. If we go to the next 100 and we go and look at this, we've got Dent doing 124% jump. Now, I consider Dent to be largely a junk coin. I mean, not that they're a dishonest group or anything like that. I don't even know that much about it, but I know that the Dent, it's not going to set the world on fire. Let's put it that way. Um, Telco industry, yeah, it it's apparently making some pretty good entree into the space. So it's listed on Binance. That's what's happened. That's essentially what happened. That's where you got your pop. So Dent is Dent has made a move, but that's positive for the market that you're seeing what I'd call middling projects really make a jump. And I don't want to call it a junk project. It's just not one of these premier projects. Okay, let's put it that way. And the fact that it got on Binance, that's great. Binance gives it a stamp of approval. It's not going to keep rising like that. In fact, it's probably going to bounce down. Then that would be the time to buy it. Now let's get to the investing market in general. Um, if we take a look at the market indices, the U.S. is basically the one market holding up and doing relatively well. Um, Although, oh boy, NASDAQ has taken a major dump. That is significantly off its high. Dow is significantly off its high, S&P, but it hasn't been crashing like some of the other international markets. Like if we look at, I mean, the Shanghai index, Nikkei, well, Nikkei is completely bought and sold, owned by the bank, by the central bank. Singapore is actually down a little bit today, which is surprising. Um, but you can see that, overall we've got a fairly green day. Now, in terms of commodities, which is what I've been talking about, we have pulled back a little bit. Copper and silver and all the metals are dropping down, but wheat is still maintaining a positive trend. You're seeing soybeans move up, and this is what I was talking about. This is what I've been saying for a while, that the commodities will be ignored, and nobody likes a commodity bull run. Nobody, other than the commodity traders like myself, because everybody buys commodities. Nobody owns them; they buy them, meaning they're consumers of them. They don't own. Most people don't own farms. Most people don't invest in mining companies. So that's why I'm saying the commodity space, when there's a bull market and people throw a fit. In the stock space, when there's a bull market, people are throwing parties. But nonetheless, commodity markets happen, and we are at the beginnings of a major one, which is why I've been talking about it. And we're beginning to see those moves. Um, Yesterday we had a 5% move in wheat. Today we've got a 3% move in soybeans, a little bit of natural gas, crude oil. And crude oil, keep in mind, is the lead of this. So when you see crude oil rising and the other ones aren't rising, you know that eventually the other ones are going to rise. That's just how it happens. Crude oil will often peak first as well. But gold and silver are taking the summer doldrums off, and they will have their moment in the sun over a long period of time, and they'll go up fairly aggressively. Silver has a little bit of weirdness going on, but gold will definitely rise. And what I wanted to tell you about is that in the crypto space, there are these hidden jewels, and these hidden jewels, and I talked about this at the beginning. This is for premium subscribers. Now, if you're not a premium subscriber, this is the time to do it, because basically the information I'm giving you will pay for the subscription basically instantly, and then everything else is free from there. I wouldn't say this broadly to the public, because I don't want thousands and thousands and thousands of people to take advantage of this, because it'll actually ruin the economics of it. So I'm only doing it for those who are, the premium subscribers, value for value, basically. But the situation is, there is a project, and it's I don't even know if it's listed on CoinMarketCap. I don't think it is. It's not traded very many places at all. It's one of the 7,000 projects, gazillions of projects, but it's a legitimate one. It's a legitimate one. It's been out there for years, and it's about to pop a very large dividend. If you own that token, you get the dividend, and it's one of these dividends you can trade relatively easily, get in and out of it, and turn it into cash quickly. It is a big dividend. Not only that, but if you continue owning this, you're likely to get a dividend like that almost every month. It's huge, huge. And I brought it to my subscribers. I'm taking advantage of it myself. And hopefully we will not move the price much. I don't think we will, but that's why I'm not sharing the name of it. But if anybody, if you want to get in on it and you have a couple of days to do it, go to coinpicker.us right here. If you sign up for the free email list, I don't really give it to you. It's the premium, and you have to do the gold. And I'm actually, that's no longer correct. I'm just doing an $89 fee, and that's it. I'm not doing a quarterly fee, because I'm not giving you enough trades anymore. The crypto space has been relatively quiet. There hasn't been a lot of projects I would have recommended trading. But when I find a good opportunity like this one, that is just absolutely a slam dunk, pays for the subscription and then some, if you invest $500, not even quite that much, like $480 or something. It pays for the subscription. Everything else is free from then on, and you're going to be getting this kind of a dividend almost every single month. I mean, it's really just beautiful. But I found it, took a lot of research, and I want to share it with my subscribers. So this would be the time. But yeah, you go in there and go into the Coin Picker site, and you go into the let's see, the premium subscription area, and that's when you get access to it. So that's enough of a pitch. Bottom line is, the crypto market has some upward momentum going now. It's great. It's not going to rocket. It's based on my analysis. It's not going to rocket, but it is a bit of an upward momentum. The great place that will rocket is in the commodity space. It might take a little time. It's going to be a little up, a little down, but on couple of months and years from now, you will see some huge 10x types of profits, and that's what we're all about. So that is coinpicker.us. Hope everyone has a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.